Hey guys, it's me, Ari-Dynamic, with an art video, which is shocking to have, right? Like, oh wow, you guys are probably wondering, like, whoa, what the? This is not the Party Animals. This isn't, you know, GTA. No, not even GTA. This is it's not Lethal Company. It's not, what do you call this shit? Oh God, I can't get that line now. Um, I'll tend to that later. But yeah, I am working on some commissions right now. I figured, you know what? It's now that I'm away from DeviantArt, I should at least try to get some artwork videos done. Um, and just I'm kind of glad that I'm able to. I want to do this with you guys because I'm sure some of you were actually kind of, interested in seeing me draw. I know the Great Mouse Detective one had some views on it. I've been still owe that artist or that one user from the server a video, but yeah. So how you been? Like, like how y'all doing out there in the YouTube land? Just with all the games I've been playing, I just haven't had time to really sit down and do one. Commissions will take up a lot of your time, and it's just hmm, I don't know. There's just been a lot going on, and you're probably wondering, like, well, you probably. Oh my god. Hey guys, it's me, Ari-Dynamic again, with a art video after several months. First off, how you been? Like, how's things going for you right now? Like it's been. Oh geez, yeah, it's been. Oh god. Yeah, I'd say it's like at least several months since the Airy Draws Great Mouse Detective stuff. Um, Obviously, I haven't been able to do a lot of this as much as I would like to with all the games that we've been playing. Everything from Lethal Company to excuse me, Party Animals, things like that, and been really meaning to do something like this for a while. Um, but just never really found the time. And then now that I've left DeviantArt, I think you know what? Maybe it's a good time to finally start. There may be frequent art breaks in this because I don't want it to be just me talking this time around. I want it to be at least okay. So he doesn't have the thing right there. That is actually uh I'll explain in a bit. This is actually a commission. And I was thinking about actually recording some of the commissions that I got, at least the ones that I can show. Recently, I am taking some colored flat commissions, color flats or black and white ones. There's a couple more that I owe that I'd like to feature sometime. At least the safe for work ones, because that I won't go into detail. But yeah, some of you might have saw the stuff I did for Dravnus and Samson, which all came out really well. Maybe I'll put that as a preview at the end. Um, yeah, I just been busy. There's comic commissions that I need to do. Um, Comic commissions that I need to do. On top of just stuff that I owe in general. Um, wow, my throat's actually hurting when I cough now. I didn't catch something. Family's been kind of sick lately. Um, but at the end of the day, it was like I left DeviantArt and I was like, wow, this opened up a lot of opportunities for me to just get away from it all and just find time to join, be more proactive in the Discord servers that I've been in. Um, and overall, it's been actually quite relaxing. Now, I don't want to go into a tirade about why I left DeviantArt. Like, most of you probably already know, some of you who follow me already know. I've been posting it on Blue Sky and things like that. But, long story short, there's the AI thing, obviously, that I won't go into detail. I hate AI. It's good for the japes. It's pretty, but it's not fucking my thing. I'm not gonna use AI at all when it comes to artwork. Like pretty, just no. It's not my thing. It's not. It's not something I'm gonna use. Not even for a reference. I can draw my own artwork, as you can see right here. Like I don't need any of that. That is my friend Final Draft's cocktail shaker, by the way. This is this commission right here. All these commissions that I'm probably going to do, at least the ones that I can draw, are going to be commissions that I announced on my Discord server, the Game and Chill server. Mostly around 10, 20, 10 20 bucks. And yeah, I got some good ones coming. I know one's gonna feature Peppy Hair from Star Fox. This is my friend's Wolf Sona. If you've probably seen some of the VRChat videos. Okay, I don't like the way his hand is gripping at me. If I move that more to the left, um, but yeah, where was I? Yeah, I got one for Peppy here, one for Final Draft, one for West 13, one of my buddies, and I think the other one. I'm trying to remember what the other one was. Oh yeah, Jargy. I'm going to be working for Jargy. Jargy is a wonderful artist. Someone I've been meaning to pay. Someone I wanted to purchase commissions from too. Very talented artist. He's working at Ferality right now. Definitely hit him up. He's really cool, like a really nice guy. Um, but yeah, so I'm like, you know what? I left DeviantArt. I would love to get around to just making videos for YouTube and obviously Discord. Um, so actually, well, my copyright thing. I get nervous around like fucking art theft. What can I say? Just all right. But long and short of it. So yeah, I've been now DeviantArt is kind of out of my way. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Um, and I know a lot of people have left. Some are sticking around for the long run, and that's fine. If you want to stay around there, good. I'm not gonna say yeah, fuck you. You didn't join my cause. Like I'm not that much of a fucking dick. Like I'm not that asshole who's like, yeah, well, fuck you. You didn't listen to my cause. I'm not like those. Just the obsessed type. If you don't want to, if you want to stick there, fine, go for it. But I left DeviantArt for my own reasons. I am just like, no, I can't be there anymore. There is the AI reason, obviously, because they were celebrating somebody who made like $12,000, $23,000 just for putting in like a little, code, some fucking programming code shit. I'm just like, ugh, God, why? Like, I'm gonna be real with you when I say this. Like, DeviantArt has been cringe for years. I've been there for like, God knows, 13 years. It says 11. It says 13 years on my profile, I think, or maybe 11 years. But I've been there a lot longer than that. I joined in 2000. I joined like actually not long after high school. It was like a year after high school graduation. So 2006. I might have been there before that. But I was mostly like a lurker. Like I was mostly like a lurker. I just kind of like fucked around, watched people, didn't really bother to okay, let's see. There's that one, and then this one. Okay. So maybe a second. And then and then I left and I came back again. Um just just to see it again, just to like poke around, see what other stuff was in there. But I didn't. I think that was 2008. So if you want to be technical about it, I actually joined in 2006. But I didn't really, but I was mostly lurking around, fucking around until 2010 when I got the Keeping Up with Thursday comic. So anyway, the long and short of it, just there's the AI thing again. Sorry to keep bringing that up. But there was also a lot of other outlining factors. I felt like, you know, everyone had kind of just left and gone in some degree. Like the audience that I had back in 2013 when my webcomic was hot stuff, or at least was like gaining some traction, they had all left. The Eclipse thing had effectively killed any momentum. Like everybody left. They're like, yeah, fuck that, I'm out. And then, you know, some of them came back. You know, it's like obviously when you say, oh yeah, I'm leaving for good, it doesn't last forever. You wind up still going back to just to see if things are different now. And sometimes you'll actually come back and, you know, hope for the best. But yeah, most everybody had just jumped ship to Twitter, and for Affinity and other places by then. Um, I wrote it out. I stuck with the clips. I hated it. I really don't like it. I still don't like it. But it's just like, well, it's just a layout. I'll get used to this. I'll be like, yeah, you know, it is what it is. We'll just kind of see where this goes. But over time, but it felt like everybody had left, and then like also all that fun was gone. All that, you know, all the time spent on the chat room with my buddies back then. We would go there and just talk about wrestling, or you know, we would talk about WrestleMania, Goldberg, whatever, like just back in the day. And you know, everyone had gone and parted ways. It was like, you know, this was it. No one's gonna. We got our own plans, so we moved. Then you know, obviously, like yeah, fuck it, we'll go to Discord, things like that. But and then there was like I couldn't handle certain things. It got increasingly harder to, you know, just there were a lot of users there that were starting to get on my nerves. And I felt like there were people either dodging the system, they were like dodging the. They would get. How do I put this? Like, okay, I guess I'll DeviantArt horror story time. All right, so there was one user who would be posting artwork that was inspired by me, and unfortunately he's on YouTube, but he would be he'd be actually, now that I think about me, I should put that in a different layer. Um, but yeah, it was like he'd be posting artwork. He got banned because he was caught. He left a lot of problematic, you know, by Twitter standards. I hate using that word. Like he posting a lot of just cringe stuff that, you know, obviously very childlike in nature, not particularly good. Um, but so he posts this artwork and he gets banned, right? It's just ultimately it's just like, all right, yeah, he pissed off the wrong person. He would leave all these nasty comments because it was a cool thing to do. He's like, well, I'm gonna go fuck you. I'm gonna go kick your ass, or he's like, oh, you're so stupid. Blah, blah, blah. Just like direct threats, you know, to people, and so I won't name his name. I won't name this person's name because I know they're on YouTube and they've actually been kind of harassing me as of late. Well, maybe not recently, but they have in the past. You'll if you go to the community, you'll see it. But the fact of the matter is just like, so he gets removed off of DeviantArt. He gets removed, and but his fans are so saddened by the loss. They knew the stuff that he was doing was wrong. They were fully aware of the stuff he was doing that was wrong. They're like, oh yeah, yeah, he would leave comments about, you know, threatening to come over and kill you and all that stuff like that. But he's a nice guy, you know. It's just like, well, you know, he would never hurt a fly. He didn't mean it to you, you know. He doesn't know any better. And so, but by then he's already IP banned, right? So he can't come back. Like whatever damage he did, it was major. He's not coming back anytime soon. But his friends, like his community, the people that liked him, were able to get away and just post his artwork freely on the channel, on DeviantArt, and it was just like, so this guy harasses people. He got banned for a reason. It was like, you know, if you're gonna make threats, if you're gonna get the mods after you, you know, you would think that should be a punishable offense. But his fans took up the challenge and they said, okay, fine, we're gonna post up his artwork, you know, in memoriam. And I'm like, see, to me that didn't make any sense, because it's just like, he got banned for threatening people. He got banned for like just generally being an asshole with no repercussions, and Deviant's like, well, he said yes on YouTube, so he can. he gave his permission to have his art posted on DeviantArt, and I'm like, so we're just gonna reward him then? We're just gonna be like, yeah, sure, yeah. Despite the fact you probably pissed off and scared a lot of people with your threats, sure, yeah, let's reward him. Let's give him a let's let his audience be happy. It's just like, what the fuck? And it made me think how I've left something of an impact on, you know, the artwork that I've done. A lot of people still kind of like remember a lot of the stuff I've done, and it's just like, I don't know. Like I'd rather be, if I'm gonna leave DeviantArt, I'd rather people post on my art because they're fans of me as a good guy, and that they like the stuff that I do, um, or whatever. But here's a guy that deliberately caused shit to happen, and he is rewarded for it. Like, he's not. They don't even. I don't know. There's something just. It just feels wrong that a guy that can get in trouble is not going to be like, he's punished because he left, but then people are like, if one of his pictures was like another incriminatory. In fact, some of his stuff does actually have like a bit of violence in it, um, and but they'll let his fans post it anyway, despite despite the fucking thing. You know, it's just like, why? Just why? I don't know. If I was like a user that's an asshole, gets kicked off the site, but his fans are able to go back and repost some of his weird, like, images, his weird comics of people, of whether they were like with little kids or harassment and shit like that. Suddenly he gets like a free pass. He could be celebrated despite like what's actually happening in his comics or whatever. And it really didn't sit well with me at all. It's like, we're just going to reward the guy. It's just like, oh, he was a dick, but let's let his fans post his suggestive artwork that's questionable to most people today. It's like, oh, he didn't know any better. I'm like, well, if he didn't know any better, why didn't he fucking listen to that the first time? Like, if he didn't know any better, somebody should have told him to be better. But that's it. So, but long story short, without rambling, like, that was one of them. It's just like, people getting rewarded for, despite you know doing bannable offenses. It's just like, bruh, like. And then you got like, and then you got, what was another thing that probably, I've had stalkers on that website. I've had like people who, I might have mentioned this in the other stream. It was like, there was a guy who posted like a George Floyd meme on one of my servers. Um, I think it was, yeah, he posted like a George Floyd meme back when it was topical, and it pissed me off because it was current news. It was largely affecting everybody. Like, none of us were particularly happy about that, and so I reprimanded him. I was like, "Yeah, you can't be doing that, Stoof. That's not funny. That's not cool. Like, this is a big event. You don't want to be making those kinds of jokes." And he started stalking me for like he apologized, obviously, but I was like, look, it's I don't feel comfortable right now with you doing that. Just please, let's not, like, maybe when this situation dies down, we'll look into it. And now that you know the consequences of it, don't do it again. And he got extremely upset about that, and he wound up stalking me for a while. Um, and and it's like, the DeviantArt staff worked on it. I don't want to say that the DeviantArt staff are incompetent, but they did. So they did stop him, but it kept happening. Like, it just kept the guy kept coming back, and it felt like, like those horror movie monsters. You can't stop him. It's just like, duh, why? this dude has a fucking obsession with me. And this would go on for at least 2 to 4 months, until I finally said, okay, fine, I forgive you now. Fuck off. It's like it was just the hell with it. Like every few minutes there was gonna be like this dude would make another account, dodge the IP ban. I think I'm gonna be drawing that one. But ultimately, yeah, there was that, and then, God, that was a troubling time. I've also had people like steal my artwork too, or not necessarily steal, but like, um, how do I put this? Hmm. So there was a comic I had with, it was me. I drew a comic with a client where they're all at a shopping mall, and the wolf sneezes into another one because their wolf sneezes are destructive. Um, so someone has to like contain the blast, obviously. So this is like an old commission from God knows way back, and someone on DeviantArt thought, well, I like this a lot, so let me pay my respects by drawing over it and just editing, shoehorning my OCs, me and my friends' OCs into the picture. And I was just like, oh boy, why? Why would you do that? And so I look at him like, hey, please stop. Don't do that. That was a paid commission. I drew that. I busted my ass for it. Don't be doing that. And, lo and behold, the guy got into a fight with me. Like, he was like, no, it's mine. I'm like, sir, look, here's the reference that you deliberately traced over and fucked around with. So, yeah, if you're going to try me, don't be fucking doing that. Um, Ultimately, I think his friend or something came in to say this was like months ago. I mean, like maybe even a couple years ago. I don't remember. It was a while back. But yeah, it was like just a whole can of worms. Like you have to fight for it with people that are just I don't know. Just after 8 hours, 12 hours of working on a comic, trying to get paid for the work and the time that you deliver on stuff like this, and these people just go around and be like, I'm just going to trace over this and make my own version, and hopefully the artist doesn't notice. It's just like, why can't you just fucking draw your own thing? Is it too hard to just get like $50 nowadays? Just find some money in like under your pillow, or ask your parents or something, or whatever, just to get a commission from me. It's a lot easier than just stealing it. It's like, I know I don't take requests, but the least you could do is just ask. You know, I'd be happy to like negotiate. You don't have to steal it. But and then you got, oh boy, I could go on all day about my rants with just DeviantArt. Just the user base is just so, the people is strongly, strongly just gotten, is degraded over time. It's like an abandoned building at this point. Or it's like an old a whole. It's like a hotel that has seen so much better days. Its best years are long, long behind it. Um, just, but anyway, not to drag this on. I left even for good. I'm just like, no, no, thank you. I'm kind of tired of putting up with that bullshit. Just really, really tired of being doing DeviantArt stuff. It's like, so I left a little, you know, Alan Moore, Watchmen image of Doctor Manhattan. I'm just like, yeah, this is good riddance. I think I've said my piece. It's like, I'm done. I don't want to be here no more. I'm tired of all the immaturity on DeviantArt. All of, it's home to people that just ruin the site for everyone. It's just like, yeah, I don't want to do it no more. I'm tired. I give up. And the funny thing is, I still get spam bots asking me, "Hey, I like to put your stuff on the mural." It's just all bots now, all spam bots. It's just like, dude. But I don't know how often I will do stuff like this, but if you really want me to, I can try to make room. This is one of the moments where I do actually have a little bit of time on me to at least attempt this stuff. Um, let's see. Let me make sure this is right here. So, on the lighter note, this is one of 4 commissions that I'm doing. This is for my buddy Final Draft. We've been doing a lot of the Midnight Bar on VRChat. You might have noticed it, and so when the commissions came up, one of the stuff he wanted me to do was him as a bartender. Um, because we discovered something new about Final Draft. You know, it's like he's really good at mixing drinks. He knows his stuff. He's really knowledgeable and stuff. So it was a good fit. And so I'm like, yeah, sure. Of course, I'd be happy to do it. Let's see. There'll be more. There will be more stuff to come. I figured, you know what, just there you go. Yeah, all right. But yeah, okay. I want to see if I can get rid of. Yeah, I don't like how I did that. See, I draw on a computer mouse, so stuff like this looks like very Charles Schultzy, if that makes sense. Just like very jittery, very. It's hard to make a straight line with this. Okay, so I'm going to be right back. This is going to be an audio cut. I'm going to go and send this to Final Draft and get some feedback from him. I'll be right back. I'm back. Let me lower the volume on that just a little more. There we go. Oh, there we go. And I got my mic fixed. Anyway, yeah. So, welcome. Here we are again. Let me just pick up where I left off. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to put that on the next layer for final. There we go. So far so good. Everything's been improved. All right. So let me go ahead and get this. But yeah. Where was I? Oof. There we go. So yeah. That is pretty much in a way why I don't go to. I don't go to DeviantArt anymore. Let me lower that to just in case. I don't really go to YouTube. I don't really go to DeviantArt much anymore. Anything. The only real reason to go there now would just be to talk to clients, to purchase stuff, or to give updates on commissions. If I'm not buying, I'm probably trying to talk to the person that I'm trying to finish the commission for. I don't know. DeviantArt has aged so badly. And I know I brought this up. I think I brought this up in the other videos. It's just like, no way. I don't want to be there no more. It just doesn't make sense to be rewarded less for your hard work. You bust your ass and you do all that, and somebody just comes up and steals it. It's just like, duh, dude, why? Okay, so let me see. So he paid. So my friend Final Jeff paid for a flat color commission on his character. But I'm going to sweeten the pot because he's my best friend, and the other guys will get one too. I'm going to add a little bit of finer details to this. Alright. After this image, I need to go and make sure that the Poppy playtime video went up. Funny story about that. Basically what happened was I accidentally put the finale of the game up way too early, and I forgot there was another part leading up to it. So that part had to go up first, and then I went back and I actually I hid the finale video, and I rescheduled for the 19th. The thing is, there are some hiccups and bugs in YouTube's system, so I imagine it's actually going to put it like in the back of the playlist. So, I'm probably just going to have to... 1 second again.